Hi everyone, I am here with a Bible reading. I hope you're having a great day. The road out here is a sheet of ice because the transport picked Sherm up and took him to the pharmacy. They do free prescription runs for you so many times a year. So they picked him up and took him over to the pharmacy, which I'm so glad. And they were on the road though. They said it was a sheet of ice and you can see it out the window. This is the very first time since we have lived here. We've lived here since 2011. And this is the very first time there's ever been a salt truck on this road. I don't know if they put salt down or not. They was using the plow. But it looks the same as when they only went by once. And it looks the same as when they did, so I don't know. But it's really icy. And it's supposed to start again tonight. Snow, I believe. Hopefully no more ice. It's supposed to start, I guess, around 6 p.m. But I wanted to show you, Layla, look. I ordered a prayer journal online to put our prayer requests and stuff in. It has, here's what it looks like. It's a hardback book, which I didn't know that. And it's got, look at this, Layla. It's got pictures you can color. And it's got a place for prayer requests. You can put the date, the prayer request, and the reason why you're praying for them. Put all that here, which I've already filled out one page. And then you got a section where it asks questions. And in the back you got places for important dates, like birthdays, anniversaries, stuff like that. So, you know, more coloring pages. It's just really nice. So I've already put the prayer requests in here. Alright, so let's put that down. We'll be able to use it today. First day, I just got it today in the mail. Oh, I got it from Amazon, by the way, in case anybody wants to get one. It's called My Prayer Journal by Joanne Fink. Joanne Fink. If you just type her name in, it'll bring up all the books that she has. Which I'm not sure if she wrote this other one that I bought or not. Let me see real quick, guys. Because you might want one of these too. Some of the printing's so small. Hers was on the front of the other book, so I kind of doubt it. It'll show up under her name if she did. I can't see her name on here, but I ordered this one for me and Sherm. We like to have word search races. And this one's Bible Verse Word Search, a puzzle book filled with favorite Bible verses, sharpen your mind and deepen your faith. It's just full of, you know, word searches. I think it's about 78 of them, and it's got a Bible verse on every one, front and back. Alright, let's get started. Just wanted to share that with you guys. I'm so excited they came. I've been waiting for those. I've wanted a prayer journal for so long. Okay, so today we'll be reading Mark chapter 2, verse 13, reading through chapter 3, verse 6, Psalm 36, and Proverbs chapter 10, verses 1 and 2. So we're getting short on the Proverbs again. Maybe this is when it's going to start. Let's see what we're talking about in Mark today. Jesus calls Levi and eats with sinners. Now you remember the job Levi had, right? Wasn't one well looked upon. We'll see when we get reading. Jesus questioned about fasting. Jesus is Lord of the Sabbath. And Jesus heals on the Sabbath. Which, of course, who do you think doesn't approve of that? And doesn't approve of Jesus eating with sinners? The Pharisees, the Sadducees, the teachers of the law. They don't agree with what Jesus does whatsoever. All right. So let's begin here with Mark. Once again, Jesus went out beside a lake. A large crowd came to him, and he began to teach them. As he walked along, he saw Levi, son of Alphaeus, And the TV went off. I had to push the button. And a large crowd came to him, and he began to teach them. As he walked along, he saw Levi, son of Alphaeus, sitting at the tax collector's booth. He was a tax collector. "Follow me," Jesus told him, and Levi got up and followed him. While Jesus was having dinner at Levi's house, many tax collectors and sinners were eating with him and his disciples, for there were many who followed him. When the teachers of the law, who were Pharisees, saw him eating with the sinners and tax collectors, they asked his disciples, "Why does he eat with tax collectors and sinners?" When hearing this, Jesus said to them, "It is not the healthy who need a doctor, but the sick. I have not come to call the righteous, but sinners." Just so true. And what should they say about that? And what should they say? They're talking bad about those people. If they want to follow the law so well and act all high and mighty like they're the most fearing of God and highly religious and know all God's laws, why are they judging these people that are sinners and, not good people? Shouldn't they be trying to help these people like Jesus are? Yes, they should. But instead, they just want nothing to do with them. And they talk bad about them, which they should not. Now let's go to Jesus' question about fasting. Now John's disciples and the Pharisees were fasting. Some people came and asked Jesus, "How is it that John's disciples and the disciples of the Pharisees are fasting, but yours are not?" Jesus answered, "How can the guests of the bridegroom fast while he is with them? They cannot, so long as they have him with them. But the time will come when the bridegroom will be taken from them, and on that day they will fast." Jesus is talking about when he was crucified on the cross and put in the tomb. They will fast then, but they won't fast while he's with them. No one sews a patch of unshrunk cloth on an old garment. Otherwise, the new piece will pull away from the old garment, making the tear worse. And no one pours new wine into old wineskins. Otherwise, the wine will burst the skins, and both the wine and the wineskins will be ruined. No, they pour the new wine into new wineskins. Now we're going to end Mark here with Jesus is the Lord of the Sabbath, and Jesus heals on the Sabbath, which is not approved of by the teachers of the law. One Sabbath, Jesus was going through the grain fields, and his disciples walked along. They began to pick some heads of grain. The Pharisees said to him, "Look, why are they doing what is unlawful on the Sabbath?" He answered, "Have you never read what David did when he and his companions were hungry and in need? In the days of Abiathar the high priest, he entered the house of God and ate the consecrated bread, which is lawful only for the priest to eat. And he also gave some to his companions. Then he said to them, the Sabbath was made for man, not for the Sabbath. So the Son of Man is Lord even of the Sabbath. Another time, Jesus went into the synagogue, and a man with a shriveled hand was there. Some of them were looking for a reason to accuse Jesus, so they watched him closely to see if he would heal him on the Sabbath. Jesus said to the man with the shriveled hand, "Stand up in front of everyone." Then Jesus asked them, which is lawful on the Sabbath? Because he knew what they were thinking. That's why he's asking this. Which is lawful on the Sabbath, to do good or to do evil? To save life or kill? But they remained silent. He looked around at them in anger and, deeply distressed at their stubborn hearts, said to this man, stretch out your hand. He stretched it out, and his hand was completely restored. Then the Pharisees went out and began to plot with the Herodians how they might kill Jesus. And that's where we're stopping with Mark today. Because that's like Jesus saying more. I don't know if it'll tell this later on in this book or it's in another book of the Gospels, but it continues on with this saying, like, which one of you, if it's the Sabbath, if one of your sheep fall into a well and it's still alive, would you not try to help that sheep and get it out of the well? Or would you just leave it in there because it's the Sabbath day? Or what if one of your children fell in there? Just leave it in there? Just leave your child in there? Or because it's a Sabbath? And we'll worry about you. We'll get you out tomorrow, Bobby. We'll get you out tomorrow, little lamb. Hopefully you'll still be alive then. It's better to do good than to do evil, even on a Sabbath. You heard it from Jesus himself. All right. Let me get a drink real quick. I'm starting to get dry.
I got 3 big onions in there. You want to keep them?
Are they starting to go bad?
No. Just got the bag.
Yeah, I can cut them up and you got a bowl with a lid?
Here?
I can cut them up and you can put them in the freezer. Sure got me 3 big onions today. Gotta cut them up. Put them in the freezer. So I'm waiting for him to be able to go back to the grocery store again when my aunt comes out. So I'm gonna get some more, have him get me some more fresh mushrooms and zucchini and put them together. It's really good. All right. Psalm 36. For the director of music of David, the servant of the Lord. I have a message from God in my heart concerning the sinfulness of the wicked. There is no fear of God before their eyes. In their own eyes they flatter themselves, too much to detect or hate their sin. The words of their mouths are wicked and deceitful. They fail to act wisely or do good. Even on their beds they plot evil. They commit themselves to a sinful course and do not reject what is wrong. Your love, Lord, reaches to the heavens, your faithfulness to the skies. Your righteousness is like the highest mountains, your justice like the great deep. You, Lord, preserve both people and animals. How priceless is your unfailing love, O God. People take refuge in the shadow of your wings. They feast on the abundance of your house. You give them drink from your river of delights, for with you is the fountain of life. In your light we see light. Continue your love to those who know you, your righteousness to the upright in heart. May the foot of the proud not come against me, nor the hand of the wicked drive me away. See how the evildoers lie fallen, thrown down, not able to rise. Amen. And that was Psalm 36 of David. Those are beautiful psalms. All right. And ending today's Bible reading is Proverbs Chapter 10, verses 1 and 2. Somebody's at the door. Let Sherm answer that first. Give me a minute, and because you'll hear him talking.
Go, ma'am. Go to the receipt, steps in the back. And Good stuff. All right, you guys enjoy it.
Proverbs of Solomon. The Proverbs of Solomon. A wise son brings joy to his father, but a foolish son brings grief to his mother. Ill-gotten treasures have no lasting value, but righteousness delivers from death. All right, guys, let me go through the prayer request. That was our Bible reading. I hope it touched your hearts. Okay, please pray for my mom, Rhonda Karshner. She's been in a lot of pain, and I think I'm having sympathy pains for her because I never have as much trouble with my right leg as I do my left, and hers is her right leg that she's already had surgery on her knee and on her right leg, and her knee is like really hurting, and it's hurting her leg in the back. I don't know what all's going on with her leg. We don't know if it's the knee or something else is going on, but she can hardly walk on it. And another unspoken prayer request for my mom. I don't want to say what it is, but please pray that it happens. Just please pray that it happens, and also that her knee and leg gets fixed and gets better. Please pray for Sherm. He's still recovering from COVID. There's a lot of days that he feels really sick. His stomach's still, acting up. Please pray for Layla and Emil. Layla has a lot of health problems. Please pray for Elizabeth Jeffries. She has a bad leg, and pray it don't get infected. She's in her 80s, and she's already had biopsies on it, pieces taken off, dead tissues and stuff. Now she has to go to wound care to get bandages and stuff changed on it. So she can't get around very good, and she also falls a lot and lives alone. Please pray for Judy Thompson. She has gastroparesis like I do, and she also has a hernia she had to get surgery on. I haven't heard from her. Jimmy Myers, my nephew, he has horrible, horrible nightmares, and he has severe headaches in the back of his head. He's got that malformation, and nothing is helping them headaches. And I think that is what's causing those horrible nightmares as well, because he has really bad, vivid nightmares. I mean, he'll wake up and not want to go back to sleep. That's how bad they are. Horrible nightmares. He told me about one before. Very scary. Please pray for Cindy Welsh. My aunt, she's having wheezing at night and coughing. Hopefully let's pray she's not getting sick. Please pray for my Aunt Dora. She's a widow and lives alone. Just want to keep her in the prayers. I'm always worried about her being there alone. Alright guys, so that was everything for our Bible reading. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Let's bring those souls to Jesus, and God willing, we'll see you guys again tomorrow with another Bible reading. Bye guys. God bless. Bye Layla.